But we are prone to nostalgia as well as history. ABC's John McKenzie has been rummaging in the past.
Gallens not only collects old toys, but 5 days a week he puts on his own half-hour cable TV show.
You might say he's trying to relive his childhood, which is nice work if you can get it.
TV historian Ira Gallens is one of the few people in the country who's been able to collect some of the most precious moments of television history. He just literally tossed everything. NBC, CBS just didn't care about collecting. There are no major programs to restore TV history and even television commercials like they are for feature films. And if it's not done in the next 5 to 10 years, we won't have that history anymore.
Welcome to my nightmare. Wow. There's some vinegar smell. Ira Gallens today was eaten up by his film collection. It's right in here. I finally found the box 20, which is not where it's supposed to be. No vinegar, great condition. Dumont boxing. Wow, we gotta take that back just as an example. Okay, follow me as we're about to look at one of the rooms for the film collection. Room 1. 30 years of collecting. This right here was from Burt Heck. Burt Heck, as I've been telling you guys, produced and directed commercials back in the late 40s, 50s, and 60s. And here is everything the man ever did, and there's a lot here. And he would take film prints home. And half-hour shows were made on kinescopes. That's as the show is going live. A camera, 16mm camera, or 35, would be on the TV screen shooting a film print. And this is a half-hour show of... I always looked at myself as the Noah's Ark of collecting. I always wanted a little of everything. So what do you mean? You have newsreels? I'll take them. Castle films? I'll take them. Early TV shows? I'll take them. Commercials. Half-hour commercials. Ooh, George Goebel shows. Juvenile Jury. The History of X-Rays. Fats Waller. The Wild Bunch. Plumbing and Heating Division. The big one was when I got a call about the Clio Awards. The next room. You guys have no concept. Come on in. This is all part of a collection that I have never gotten to in about 15 years. And the owner of the Clio Awards was in a drug deal. They burnt down his townhouse. And there, folks, is films that I have just pulled out of sales films, commercials, regional films, spot advertisements. Great history of television that I've never been able to get to. And circled around me is probably one of the largest collections of TV commercials you're going to see anywhere. I'm proud of Burt Heck's collection. This is triple the size of it. I'm probably looking here at right here in this box, are over 300 commercials, and some of these boxes are holding 600 to 1,000 commercials. These are 30 and 60-second commercial reels. A little reel of film right here is a 30-second commercial. It's half the reel, the 30-second commercial. Celluloid film strips. That's what you saw on tonight's show. These are the commercials I get. To make a 1-hour reel, this is 1 hour, heavy-duty guy, of just commercials. Very few people know the history of the commercials themselves and when they were out. 3,000 commercials from Channel 5 were thrown into the garbage can. Duncan Hines, 1964, Prestone, Pepsi commercial. Yes, folks, Pepsi commercials. And a lot of commercials. I don't know what any of this stuff is. We have a warehouse of close to 30,000 commercials now.
It's hard to believe that until recently, no official film or video record existed. However, New York's Ira Gallens has become the unofficial record keeper extraordinaire. He's been collecting obscure TV shows and commercials from the 50s and 60s since he was 18 years old, and now owns the world's largest private collection of television history.
And that's my sister. What?
Commercial on, was it Mr.
Bubble? Mr. Bubble from the Good.
Is this the guy who called last time on Mr. Bubble?
You called last time, right?
Alrighty, welcome back. I want to thank my friend Ira Gallen at Video Resources for sending me that milk commercial of Clint Eastwood. I'd like to thank my buddy Ira Gallen from Video Resources in New York for sending us the tape of Dustin. I'm sure Dustin will speak with him later about that.
I could make it cross country without my 2 little ounces of slim.
My friend called me and said, "Oh, you've got her on. I've got this commercial." I said, "Oh, send it to me, son."
What's the name of your friend?
Ira Gallen.
I know Ira.
Do you know Ira?
Yes, I know Ira.
Ira Gallen watches entirely too much TV. But instead of rotting his brain, it's lining his pockets and helping him relive his childhood. Ira's carved a career out of dumpster diving for old TV shows and commercials, and he's come up with tens of thousands of them.
It's Procter & Gamble's Golden Fluffo.
But do you still have that prestigious Fluffo account, Mike?
I'd like to get somebody up here and embarrass me.
I'm sorry.
Grew up with TV, and TV grew up with us, like the kid shows from the golden age of New York television.
Hear the melodies, hear the words, and we're kids again. Ira Gallen collects old commercials and old TV shows and TV toys. He's trying to recreate the TV of his childhood on his excellent cable TV show, Biograph Days, Biograph Nights.
We're talking about toys. What is hot at the toy fair? Of course, when we talk toys here on Smart Money with the Dolans on CNBC, who do we talk to? Ira Gallen.
Of course.
Get excited about these toys. This is the oldest kid I know.
When we come back, the largest toy commercial collection in America and the history of selling toys on TV. Ira Gallen's collection of toy commercials is as old as television itself. He took us on a tour of his TV ads from his New York City archive.
And there's a hard right to the job. And Blue Farmer's block is knocked off.
The one reason I started TVDays.com was to have a place to post my videos and the films that I've been restoring.
Stomach's jumping, and I'll feel worse tomorrow.
Ideals Robot Commando.
I'm a very lucky girl. I've got a Tootsie Roll Pop.
This is some of the rarest one-of-a-kind material in the country. Unless my collection is saved, preserved, and put somewhere else, no one is going to see this again.
You'll love Tootsie Roll Pops.
Reel one? No, I don't. This is terrible. The one we want is Caught in the Middle.
Hey, cuz, you all rat tail sharp. How about giving us a few of them pennies?
One amazing find was Caught in the Middle, a color kinescope that was made by CBS in 1970. And as I'm watching it, there's Morgan Freeman.
I got things breaking for me. Pretty soon I'll be able to throw some pennies your way. Nice pennies.
Once it aired, it was never seen again, and nobody has a copy anymore, and I was able somehow to get one. But just transferring it and fixing the audio is one thing. I have to put touches up to a lot of the video, so when I'm playing it here, you can see how dark it is in spots. I have to then lighten it up, and now it's starting to look like something.
And the man's just waiting to blow you away. And if he ever gets the chance, bye-bye, black boy.
There's so much history there that needs to be documented correctly. And hopefully, if I can bring it to the public, that will happen.
Is this box number 20 or number 20?
This is ridiculous.
I see a number.
This all has to be taken out. More 16 millimeter. This is 45 years of collecting, and now I have to figure out how to finance saving it all. That's the big question. Because there's a lot of rare, one-of-a-kind items that need to be saved. Musty smell. So the key is to transfer it all now digitally, then store it all away. And my goal one day is to walk into a building and there is everything I have in little plastic containers on a wall, organized.
George, stop the machine. Stop the machine.
This film's so old it just breaks up in your fingers.
Can't you patch it together again?
Not a chance. Celluloid's only good for 20 years or so, and then it gets so brittle you can't hardly touch it.
You mean that we can't even see it? Now that we have it?
There's just nothing you can do about it.
nothing you can do about it. Never had the world known a more wonderful way of recording knowledge. But now it was realized that it wasn't permanent, that half a century of history was about to decay out of existence.
He was late today.